how much fault is WHO have? I think WHO, by the way, most of the people who I know, some
World
who work at
Health
WHO,
Organization for those who
World Health Organization. It's a body of the UN. It's a division of the UN focused on health, right?
Now I recall you screaming at them to declare a global emergency,
Yeah,
and
public
were
health emergency.
they were slow to the draw as well.
The tendency of a lot of these leaders is and scientific bodies is they don't act until they're absolutely certain. But they're, the preparedness head, Dr. Mike Ryan, actually has it right. If you want to be perfectly sure about something before you act, if you want to have all the facts and completely, solid and as hard as rock certain before you act on something, you will always be too late. And so that's the other thing. Like in science, a lot of the academia types, like, well, that was one preliminary study. We need confirmation. It wasn't peer review. It needs to be confirmed by multiple studies and in many situations. We still don't know asymptomatic. For example, WHO had declared, we do not know about certainty about human-to-human transmission.
Right. Yeah.
But there's so many anecdotes that made it clear it was pretty human-to-human. But they don't rely on.
By the way, I remember they had sent out a tweet saying the threat of a global pandemic is very low, and if you're outside Wuhan, you shouldn't be worrying about this.
Right.
That and was already in Washington.
I remember that.
And so I was like, wow, this they seem to really be failing us in this moment, because I think a lot of people, let's say people who are even distrustful of what our government tells us or the Chinese government tells us, would look to a body like World Health Organization and take what they say credibly.
And it's extremely frustrating because these big organizations are very bureaucratic and they're so conservative. They don't want to jump the gun on something. And it's really weird. Like, for example, France recently jumped the gun on something that told people in the middle of this epidemic, stop taking ibuprofen, stop taking Advil, Motrin. Stop it. Because it suppresses your fever, yes, but actually suppressing your fever suppresses your inflammatory immune response and allows the epidemic to grow even faster. And so the French ministry said, everybody stop taking ibuprofen, period, for any fever. And the WHO waffled, like, no, there's not enough evidence. And then they kind of wishy-washy gave an evidence, like, if you're not taking it, you don't try some other options first. But if you're already taking it, continue to take it. It gives wishy-washy evidence. Well, France just went, stop taking it. And out of precaution. You know how there's this out of abundance of caution, we're going to do this other thing, right? This more aggressive.
You have to act fast. I mean, sometimes you need to act decisively.
You have to act without 100% certainty. Yeah. You have to trust you have to read the tea leaves before it becomes a full tree, right?
Yeah.
You can't wait until the signal is blazing red, siren before you act, because by then it's already here.
By the way, ibuprofen for people listening is safe to take, right? I read something that was found not to make it worse.
This is where the grayness is. Yeah, so the grayness, France says don't do it. WHO gave this measly answer that says, if you're not taking it already, try other fever-reducing medicines.
So people should be careful consuming ibuprofen right now.
Are you asking me, or if I was the WHO?
I'm asking you.
I'm not a clinician, but I've studied ibuprofen for many years. Ibuprofen is known to cause heart attacks, by the way, just like Vioxx, to some degree. Ibuprofen, the way I'm interpreting WHO's guidelines, the way they phrased it in this really weird, cryptic way that you shouldn't take it. If you should try to take other things if you can. They didn't say don't take it. They say take other things if you can. And knowing that that's WHO, I would probably, follow the French advice and not take it.
Don't take it. That's as close as
I'm
they're
not
gonna.
saying don't take it. I'm saying my gut instinct is I'm reading between the lines,
Mhm.
and WHO does have doubt, but they're trying to hedge their bets,
Right.
and so